talk about our prayers, if we're completely honest, a lot of those prayers are cold prayers. In James chapter 5, verse 16, it says that the fervent prayers of God avails much. The fervent prayers. It doesn't say the long prayers. It doesn't say that if you pray for at least 10 minutes. It doesn't say any of that. It says the fervent prayers. All of you know how to pray fervently if you have a driver's license. Have you ever almost gotten into a wreck and you're like, Jesus! You don't have time to pray a long prayer. You don't have time to say, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You don't have time for that. But it's the fervent prayer. Jesus! Have you ever said that? Jesus! Maybe it wasn't on the highway. Maybe it was after work. Maybe it was when you went to go use the restroom during work and you just went in there just to say, Jesus. Have you ever been listening to someone in your family and just said, oh, Jesus? If you ever have, you know how to pray fervently. But sometimes it's a cold prayer. Sometimes it's a casual prayer. Sometimes the prayer is so infrequent, you wonder if it's even worth praying. I want you to know that when we pray, the Lord stands there with both hands full of grace. Did you know that a short prayer pierces through the atmosphere, through the floor of heaven, and touches the heart of God? A short prayer. You may think to yourself, I'm the chief sinner in this congregation. I want you to know your prayer is a little bit different. Not only does it touch the heart of God, but there's a celebration in heaven when your voice is lifted up to God. There's a celebration. Your voice has a unique sound, a unique tone. And when that sound and that tone comes in the presence of God, there's a celebration for you. Whether it's a short prayer, a cold prayer, a distant prayer, an infrequent prayer, it arrests the presence of God. And so the next time he crosses your mind, whisper a prayer. In my darkest hours, and I've been very transparent over the years, that the challenge that has faced me most over the course of my life is depression and anxiety. And I win that battle sometimes, and sometimes I am not winning. And when I begin to spiral, I don't have the fortitude and the strength that I have whenever I'm winning. Because when I'm winning, I can go in my office or a place in my house and shut the door and set my alarm on my phone and say, I'm not coming out for 2 hours, or I'm not coming out for 3 hours, or 1 hour. I'm not coming out until this alarm goes on. And I can worship and praise him and enjoy his presence. But when I'm losing, I can hardly get a sentence out of my mouth. I can only get a few words out of my mouth. I'm not the preacher that only shares testimonies of things that happened 10 years ago. Have you ever met somebody like that? Oh, 17 years ago, 10 years ago, I was struggling, but now I'm a victor, not a victim. I'm telling you, last week I was fighting this battle. And last week. And in most mornings, the first 30 minutes of my day, I'm fighting like a caged warrior. And in those moments, I can only get three or four words out. I need you. I need you. Help me. I need you. Sometimes those 3 or 4 words in a sentence are in succession. Sometimes they're 5 minutes apart. Sometimes they're 20 minutes apart. But I refuse to just think the prayer. I say the prayer. I say it. I say it. I say, I need you. I need you. I'm desperate for you. I need you. I need you. I'm desperate for you. And I remind myself that short prayers are powerful prayers. Let me say that again. Short prayers are powerful prayers.